Hi, let's see who's next. So everything you need to know is in the description box of the video, including the fact that I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, and claircognizant. When I hear ringing on my right-hand side, it's messages from my spirit guides. Or sorry, no, it's messages from people I know that are passed on. And when I hear it on my left, it's messages from my spirit guides. Please check out your rising moon and Venus sign for additional messages. Morgenstern by Rammstein. Same Town New Story by Interpol, which means you should probably check out Sagittarius's reading. South Side of Sound. South of Sound. I don't know who the hell, I can't remember who that's by. Magic's in the Makeup, also. Oh yeah, hey. So I'm reading from my spare room because my couch doesn't fit through the door in here, so it's in my dining room, and I'm sitting at the sushi table, which will be in the dining room, and we'll move the reading table in here. You also might be wondering about the hair. I was kind of sick of being a blonde, because I've never been a blonde, so that's what we're doing. Let's see who we're reading for here. Taurus. That just stuck right down. It was rather deliberate, wasn't it? Taurus. There you go. Ooh, focusing. There we go. All right, Taurus. Let's go ahead and let's pull a card for you with your overall message and energy from the Deftones Major Arcana deck. It's a limited edition. It's a limited edition deck that I have. It's like deck number 17. I don't know how many of these are in market, but yeah, I've had it for a while and I haven't really ever used it, so let's see what we got for you from that first. So you'll never be alone is a thing there with that. Morgenstern has a beautiful song. Morning Star, which is Venus, which is interesting because you're actually ruled by Venus. So let's see here. What do we got for you? Twist for fairness, and we'll see what we get for you. Okay. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we got? Magic in the Makeup, eh? Who am I? When somebody's having a little bit of an identity crisis or wondering who they are behind all of the facade, or trying to figure that out for themselves. Who am I behind all of the everything? That seems to be a thing. Yeah. Something about appearances, definitely. But if you look at what Morgenstern's really about, it's about somebody who believes that they're ugly and they really aren't. Sie ist wunderschön. That's at the end of that. I mean, she's beautiful, right? Okay, what do we got? Come on. I only take flippers and jumpers, right? And that's just the way I read. Not everybody's like that. Okay. So, some people cut the deck. Some people pick cards. I like to leave it as much up to chance as I possibly can. I do. It doesn't want to come out for you. Why? What are you hiding behind the makeup there? Just saw the Devil in reverse. Oh, here we go. We finally got one. What is it? Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra, interestingly enough, also ruled by Venus. This is about equilibrium, balance, fairness, truth also. But it is, again, justice in and of itself. What is fair? What is right? What is true? Are you doing yourself justice? Are you doing others justice? Is something unfair for you during December? This is, by the way, your December general read, if you didn't understand that yet. So could be dealing with a Libra, could be dealing with a sense of injustice over something, could very well simply be that you feel that you need to balance something here. We look at here, we have the skull versus all of the bars of gold, etc. So, you know, it's almost like the weighing of the heart versus the feather in a way. But look here, we also have the sword of truth. So there's something here about balancing truth with all of the other pieces, like the mind and then the gold, right? Yeah. Don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead. We're going to do a 444 spread for you using the Joie de Vivre Tarot. I initially thought I was going to clarify, but not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's just taking too long to do those readings. But 2 Minute Tuesdays also are going bye-bye, just because I just don't believe that you can do a comprehensive reading or anything like that for people in 10 minutes or less. I just don't like it. I mean, they were fun. Don't get me wrong, they were fun. But I also have a job, right? A day job. So, you know, important to keep in mind that I can't just, you know, do 8 million. I mean, I might do a reading. I don't want to commit to anything. I might do a reading mid-month for everybody of some nature, but I do still need to make sure that I'm keeping balance for myself, right? Taurus is my north node, so, you know. Libra is my south node, which is interesting here that we got that. All right, let's go ahead and let's just shuffle one more time, and then we'll get started for you. Okay, cool. All right, twist for fairness for you. All right, let's see. What do we got? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Past energy for you. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We almost, I can't take that many. We almost had the star in the reverse pop out for you. Interesting. Weird. Also, the Same Town News Story was something that I channeled out of the blue during the Sagittarius reading. Then I went back out into the living room after entering dinner. Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze was on, and it was really weird because Roadhouse is actually Same Town News Story has a ton of we have a jumper, and then we have this one, a ton of lines, one-liners from Roadhouse in it. So that was a little interesting. What do we got here? We've got the Four of Swords in the upright here first for you in the recent past, followed by the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So there's something about healing here, healing through meditation, healing a broken heart. Again, a quiet repose, going inwards for introspection purposes, trying to figure out something for yourself, exercising mindfulness. I'm getting loving kindness meditation here also. And then you might have been meditating or trying to go inward in order to think on something of an offer or a contract that did not begin, or a false start in an offer or a contract of some sort. We'll read down, we'll read the dignities for you to see, well, what exactly that's about. Let's check it out a little bit further for you in the past for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What else, Taurus? It feels like the earth shifted for you. I'm getting that. Like, I'm getting a feeling as if, like, whoa, like the earth is shifting. Something has happened that shook the ground beneath you, or is ground breaking, or just kind of, it was earth shaking in a sense for you. Page of Wands in the reverse. You held back on passionately communicating something to somebody when it came, or it could be that you, when there was a false start or an offer that did not happen for you with that Ace of Coins in the reverse, that you ended up holding back on some communication of some sort, or a message of some sort that you wanted to send. There was a little bit more on the hot side, like a hot-headed individual, like you didn't want to come out passionately and freak out on somebody after something didn't begin that you were expecting was going to. Kind of seems like that there. Somebody holding back passionate communication. Passionate communication is not always something lascivious. It's not always something sexy. Sometimes it can really be just somebody who's angry about something and decides not to voice their opinion on it. What else? What else in the past for you, Taurus? Who am I? Who am I to say something? Who am I to speak on this? Is something that I'm getting over here, like an opinion. You wanted to share your opinion about something, but you didn't necessarily have an opinion that would have been popular, or your opinion was kind of steeped in anger in some way. But then the reason you held back on talking about it was because, like, in the back of your mind, your inner dialogue was going, well, who am I to express? Oh, everyone. You didn't think it was fair. There's something that you're not connecting with when it comes to your intuition. Piscean energy. There's something here about holding back secrets or secrets coming out. Something that was supposed to be a secret. Maybe you were trying to keep your feelings secret about something, but it came out anyway. Secrets being revealed about your feelings or about what you wanted to express, and you thought... there's also something here about not following your intuition. It's almost like you wore your emotions on your sleeve. People could tell how you felt, even though, whatever this is here, people could tell how you felt, even though you weren't really saying anything. You tried to hold back how you felt about something. You tried not to express, but it was fairly obvious. In the present, sorry, I'm just going to move these upwards a little. In the present, for you Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, that's too many. That's a book. We can't have that many come out. Where's a book? There's a book. There's a book. Oh. I know somebody who's a Taurus who, my mentor, used to, one of my previous mentors used to be, like, yeah, he's a Taurus. And there's a book, the things that we leave unsaid. When you leave things unsaid, you do not leave room to say anything new. There's something that you left unsaid here in the recent past to someone, following a false start or a broken contract or a contract that did not begin that you were expecting to. And because you left it unsaid, there's something obvious or secret here, or you not following your intuition about saying what you needed to say. There's no room to say anything new because you did not communicate passionately what you really wanted to with something here. In the present for you, Taurus. Hermit in the reverse. You're coming out of a time of keeping to yourself, keeping quiet about things. You've realized a deep personal truth as a Virgo energy. Could be something you were thinking about during Virgo season, but there's knowledge and illumination here. And it's kind of almost like a balloon and a light bulb at the same time. You notice it looks like that here. It's like an idea you have that's sparked within you during time that you've kept to yourself and really mulled things over. During your healing phase, during your meditative state, during the time that you took to introspect. It absolutely has to do with this time of not getting the start or the contract that you were believing was going to, go through. There's a realization dawning on you now that has to do with that. What else? It's about gratitude, about having gratitude for something. You're grateful for something. You recognize that something, you have gratitude for what still remains after loss. It's like you lost out on something, but you're grateful in a sense. Innocence. There's something about innocence here. The second time that I've heard myself say in a sense, but they're like, no, it's not in a sense, it's innocence. There's something about innocence here. Somebody, their innocence in a situation, they've retained their innocence, or you've retained your innocence. And that's a part of the idea here. Somebody's innocence. You had passionate communication that you wanted to express something in anger about somebody's innocence in a situation. You have gratitude about something here not starting off that should have. The need, there's a lack of equilibrium when it comes to mind, body, and spirit. This is also a card of contracts, partnerships, beginning. You're grateful that this didn't begin. You realize you're actually saying that you could be holding back on saying that you're glad that an offer did not come through, or that an offer fell through, or that something did not begin for someone. That's the secret that's coming out now. This is the second card we have of a partnership or a contract not beginning. It makes you feel off kilter though, because the Three of Coins is also about the union of mind, body, and spirit. The lack of equilibrium in between the three. You feel off balance. Is that why? You're grateful? Because you don't feel that there will be balance in this thing. And that's also why you held back communication, because you didn't feel balanced, in a sense. Innocence. Do you see? Anything else here in the present for you, Taurus? That might be what I call your reading. Innocence, or in a sense, or innocence. That might be what I call your reading. Okay, what else? You got one more. Moon. You're trying to hide the truth. This is also about connecting with your intuition. There's something at night. There's something you think about at night. You might dream about something intuitively. You're being shown something in your dreams. This is also about deception, fear, the sleeping side of Tan, the things that happen in the night, the shadows that we believe are the bogeyman. And then you flip on the light and it's actually just a coat hanging over the back of a chair. There's something about minuet, the minuet at midnight, the midnight minuet. I'm hearing the midnight minuet. There's a song at midnight, or a song about midnight, or at about midnight. At about midnight is when your intuition hits its height. You dream at about midnight about something. There's wisdom that you gained at midnight about something. Cancerian energy here. Your intuition. Your spirituality is heightened at this time. But you're not paying attention to your physical health or your mental health. Because the moon's also about lunacy. It's about, not taking care of one's mental health. The moon is where we have fear and obsession kind of guiding us. Confusion also, though. Confusion clearing during the dream state, the sleep state. In the future, what do we have for you? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, it's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I just saw the Seven of Pentacles, by the way. That's about investment. Going after low-hanging fruit is what we would call that. I'm just gonna shuffle myself here a little. Same town, new story. There's a conflict that's going to be popping off. Don't be scared. But conflict popping off for you in the future. With the Five of Wands. Arguments. You're going to be arguing with somebody defending your right to this personal truth, or this, this idea that's coming up for you in the present. You're arguing with somebody about it, or you're arguing the point, or you're defending your right to the personal truth. It's about a realization about the cup from the divine that's being handed to you. You're coming out of a lack of interest and boredom when it comes to your personal relationships. You're defending your right to pursue those. You no longer got that cement box, around your head. You're no longer avoiding the personal connections that you've cultivated, and you have gratitude for them. You're recognizing gratitude for the personal connections that you have cultivated. But there are arguments that have also come to the forefront. Yeah. What else? What else do we have here for you? In the future, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. These are super efficient readings, eh? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Let's see. What else? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just gonna shift myself here. Yeah, that's better. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Same town, new story. Who's going to save them from you? I just saw your card. I just saw the Empress. It's Libra and Taurus. So Venus. In the morning, when you wake up, do you see Venus in the sky? That's how you know the day is right in the future or something. Morgenstern, Morning Star. Oh, God, sorry. I have to say that's one thing. Sitting on the floor is one thing, but then, the height of the table is perfect for me, but sitting on the floor, even, it doesn't matter how many pillows I get, it's not always conducive to comfort. I told you I saw the 7 of coins, didn't I? Going after the low-hanging fruit. Investment. Where have you put in your energy and where it will serve you? Don't go after the fruit at the top of the tree. It's not ready to pick yet. It's also impractical. You can't reach it yet. You have to start at the bottom. Go after what's ripe, the low-hanging fruit. So you have underdeveloped aspects of the self, but you're recognizing that. There are parts of yourself that have been developed and cultivated already, and you're sowing the seeds towards your success, and you recognize that. Go after the things that you can achieve success with. There are parts of the self that you've developed that you can use to your advantage at this time to develop to kind of like ladder up to other portions of yourself that you haven't necessarily developed. It'll help you to quell the confusion that you're experiencing in the present. Your intuition is high, so your spirituality could be something that you've been working on lately, especially with the meditation of the past. Intuitively, you're connecting with something. And because you're intuitively connecting with something, it's time to recognize where your pieces of yourself you've developed and you've invested in developing. But you have to look at the pieces you haven't, so that you can achieve that balance, that equilibrium, that justice state of equilibrium and truth. What else? Oh, okay, that was easy. The Queen of Cups and the Chariot. These are 2 Cancerian cards. This Queen of Cups can also be a Scorpio card. We have Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. So definitely something to do with family also, because Cancer rules the family. Chariot is a change of address and movement forward, progress, travel. I always see it as a change of address first and foremost, but yes, also forward progress and travel. You are yielding from the heart space in a way that is protective of the love and affections you have to offer to others, of that energy, which is a resource in and of itself, your emotions. But you're doing it intuitively. You're holding back intuitively where you must, and sharing where it is appropriate, and making no apologies for protecting the energy where it's necessary, and yielding where it's necessary. There's intuition that you're following. You might also have some fears about where it is appropriate to share of your emotions and where it isn't. You might also have a little bit of fear over following your intuition when it comes to travel or relocation in the future. There's a little bit of uncertainty and confusion about it that you're freaking out about, but you've put in some investment. Continue to invest your energy appropriately, and the rewards will be yours. Start at the bottom of the tree, right? Bottom of the deck, the Hangman, Piscean energy. You're working on gaining perspective. You're trying to look at something from all angles. You're trying to evaluate it to see what the best course of action is, but also trying to evaluate it to see what you're missing in a situation where you're trying to survey something from multiple angles in order to leave no stone unturned, trying to make sure that all aspects have been surveyed appropriately. This person does this voluntarily. He's not bound up there. Right? Okay. Let's get you some magnetic poetry and then we'll have you on your way. Remember, this is just December, right? let's figure out what we have for you here, Taurus. Not going to chase another steak until he's gone. Okay, we have an initial. Lots of words for you. It's interesting. I got this as a phrase. Push play. Push play. Okay, there you go. You can take these and you can play with them, move them around if you want. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. Take care of yourself, and we'll see if I do something else this month. And be well. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. Bye. What else we got here? So this is your board. Can you get that? Awesome. Okay. Bye.